Hi guys, Bran here, and welcome to another commentary video. This one today is going to be a little bit of a different one. Today, I want to talk to you guys about a lesson that I should have learned a long time ago with this game. That, you know, it's something that I give to advice, give it as advice rather, to other people when I'm playing this game, but I didn't do it myself when I was playing Killer the other day, and it led to probably one of the most miserable matches I've had on DBD in a very long time. And initially I wanted to, like, you know, kind of flip out, kind of be like, this is stupid, you know, blah, 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 and, like, freak out. You know, like most, you know, is the first and unfortunately the sticking point of many DBD content creators is when they lose. It's natural to blame the game. It's natural to blame, you know, outside forces other than yourself. But I think I realized that this is all my fault, and I want to share this crucial thing that you should not do in Dead by Daylight, because I learned the hard way that you should not do this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So what happened is I was playing Killer recently on stream, and I was going to do an Oni game. Now, I'm not very good with Oni. Oni is a character that I've always struggled to do well with, and honestly, he's a character that, compared to most killers in the game, I would say probably has one of the higher skill ceilings in the game, probably top 3, top 5 skill ceilings in the game. Very hard to learn, very hard to stay consistent with, and for that reason, I don't really, you know, do well with him. Most of that time that I spend trying to get good with the characters, invest in like Huntress and Billy, but you guys know that. But anyways, I was loading up into a match with a group of survivors who were very good, like very good. So the match wasn't going to go my way either way. I was going to get like maybe a 1K or 2K at best in the best case scenario, because the survivors I was facing had thousands and thousands of hours. They were teaming together. Like, it wasn't going to end well. But I made a crucial mistake when I went into this match. There was an ace inside this match who did nothing but BM the entire time we were playing. And like, literally any single time I would do anything, it was just BM time. It was taunting, it was teabagging, it was, you know, spinning, it was everything. Like, everything you would consider like a survivor BM, every single time literally anything happened, he would throw that out. Now, me being a stubborn, you know, mule, I'm like, oh, well, that's just unnecessary. That's just rude. So my idea is like, oh, I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go punish him for being a jerk for no reason. And it was exactly what the team wanted. That ended up being exactly what the team wanted, because what Ace did through the duration of this match, I think the only time he actually like looped was at the double L wall window. The double L wall window, because there is no pallet to loop there. Technically, it's just 2 windows. Not L wall, long wall. Sorry, used the wrong phrasing there. But the only time he ever actually looped was at the 2 long wall windows. Other than that, he was just pre-dropping every single pallet and teabagging to his heart's content. He would just go to a tile, pre-drop, play the pallet. Go to a tile, pre-drop, play the pallet, which is very like comp strat, right? Like, you know, because obviously with comp, it's a lot more intense. There's stuff on the line. There's points you got to earn. So you don't risk, you know, ping possibly denying you the pallet drop, right? Or the pallet stun, rather. So you just drop the pallet early and play it, right? Which is what he was doing every single tile. But in addition to that, this ace also had off the record. He had DS. He had adrenaline. So basically what he was doing was he was trying to get my attention, going to every tile and playing it like a comp match, like how you play a tile if he was in a tournament, to waste as much time as possible. And if I so decided to continue to go after him, which I ended up doing, he had off the record, he had DS, and he had adrenaline. So essentially that was the whole spiel. That was the whole point, was, okay, be really rude for no reason, get his attention, and then have him eat through all 3 of my perks. And even if he's not eating through my perks, I'm just going to pre-drop every pallet and play as safe as possible and just waste his time. And the other 3 survivors got to do gens, and they did them incredibly fast. So he just bought the time for the gens to get done, and he was completely safe by the end of the match. This is the big thing that I want to emphasize on. This is where I realized that I had made a huge mistake, and I got bamboozled. I got tricked, because at that point, I didn't know the full extent of his build. What happened, and I kid you not, is that they 99 to the last 2 gens. They 99 to the last 2 gens. So what he does is, while I'm in chase with him, he's on Deathwick at this point. I have already eaten through his off the record, which was already something enough. And he runs into a locker to end our chase, and I go to grab him, and I get like 50-second DS'd and then they pop the 2 gens, and he drops to the floor fully healthy. That was the most coordinated, sweaty thing I have seen in Dead by Daylight in not the whole time I've been playing, but it's up there. It's like top 3, top 5. That was intense. That was intense. This is a pub match, by the way. This is for nothing. This is just a random group I ran into just while playing. Very, very intense. Very, very strong play, and it was the plan all along. And that's when I sat there and I realized, my God, that was the point all along. I've been tricked. that was what he wanted, and he probably went to every other match before that and every other match after that doing the exact same thing, and that's probably what him and his group of people that he runs with does. And I got tricked, and I, with thousands and thousands of hours myself, should know better than to like get stubborn and want to, like, you know, punish someone for being rude and BMing the whole way. I should know better, because honestly, those people know that gets under people's skin, and they use it to their advantage, and quite literally won the whole match by being super sweaty and, you know, using that attention that they got from the BMing to their ergo go and play as safe as possible and make me eat through perk after perk after perk and wastes tons of time. And like I always say, time in DBD is gen time. So yeah, I got tricked, and it hurts that, like, you know, I have so much experience in this game and I did get tricked that way, but I just wanted to like share this experience because a lot of people, there's a lot of this discussion that happens around like should you go after people that teabag? Should you be upset with people that, like, you know, taunt you every time you don't hit them through a pallet and all this stuff? Like, obviously the answer is like, no, you shouldn't care that much. But, you know, the emotional response is like, well, they're clearly trying to hurt my feelings. They're trying to be a jerk. So like, of course I should like not be happy about that. But like, this is the back end, right? This is why logically you can't get invested in what they're doing, because especially in this case with this ace, it was part of the plan all along to just completely screw me out of the game with the coordinated plan to BM and to waste as much time as possible, and then coordinate him just being completely safe at the end with the perks he brought. So yeah, do not fall for that. This is the proof in the pudding that don't let teabagging under your skin, not even just in the sense of like the emotional aspect of it, but like a lot of people do use it for a tactical reason. And in this case, that his group literally like used it to win the game, and very defiantly so. I did not get a single kill. I got like 4 or 5 hooks that match. It was brutal, and I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. So do not fall for this yourself. You will have an awful time. If people are doing it, it's often because they have a plan in mind. So don't fall for their plan. But yeah, hopefully the painful experience that I had to go through, the hard lesson I had to learn, hopefully this is going to help you avoid bad situations, because I certainly did not have a good time when this happened. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you so much. Hopefully you've learned something, and I will see you in tomorrow's video, because I do upload daily. But if I do not, I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.